changed?
It's a great question. I think tactically, there's really never been like big adjustments at halftime. If I had to put my finger on one thing, it would just probably be our will defensively. It just seems like, you know, we kind of just turn it up a notch. And sometimes it's something we talk about. You know, me or Cub will kind of just say like, hey, we need a 20-point quarter here, or, you know, hey, we need to, if we're going to win this game, we need to have like a 40 or 42-point half. Tonight, it wasn't that. You know, it was just kind of, it was just something clicked for us defensively. And I think they had 43 in the second half. It was one of those low-scoring second halves for them. And, you know, for us, it was that stretch really to start the third where we were getting stops and making shots. And, you know, it was like we tied it, and then all of a sudden we looked up and we were up 11. So, you know, it was, and I think that's been really, you know, the key for us every time we've done that in the second half. It's been that, you know, where we're getting multiple stops in a row defensively.
Was it just makes three-point territory for you guys tonight, or were there other things that were happening that led you guys to be so efficient from three?
Well, I mean, it's the quality of looks, it's the ball movement, it's the screening, it's the fact that we have good shooters. You know, this is sort of how we've played since Joe has been out, and it creates a lot of problems for the defense because there's a lot of times where we're playing Urs and Dario together at the 4 and the 5, and the other two wings are shooters, and then you got Ben going downhill. So, you know, if it's an open floor, you got to make a choice, and if it's, you know, pick and pop, two-man, catch and shoot, floppy action, like there's just all sorts of problems. And, you know, the other thing I think is, like with Ben attacking downhill, Marco's cutting, Dario's cutting, like all of a sudden, you know, if you start switching out on that stuff, you know, those guys make those adjustments and we get layups.
JJ, you've been very vocal about your relationship with the fans and what they give you guys when you're playing. What did the crowd give you tonight?
Goosebumps. The crowd gave me goosebumps. You know, it was, listen, it's one game and it's 1-0 in the series, but I'll just say this, like, as a basketball player, you dream about those moments, you know, where you're in the second half of a playoff game and your team's making a run and you're getting stops and you're hitting threes and the crowd is just, you know, energizing you and pushing you, and it was awesome. You know, they've been like that the whole year, and I've talked about it, and Brett's talked about it, like, you know, what's it going to be like in the playoffs? Like, you know, they brought it, no surprise.
JJ, you've had this as a team done this time and again during the 16-game stretch about a big third quarter, a big second half. Is there kind of a quiet confidence you guys have, regardless of the situation, knowing you guys have that ability to just, I hate to say flip a switch, but
It's not flipping a switch, though. It's not flipping a switch. It's communication more so than anything. You know, we get back in there, and there's 5 minutes where it's just us in the locker room before the coaches get in there, and we talk. And we talk about what we need to do better, maybe an adjustment we need to make, maybe a specific play, what happened here. All right, next time it happens, here's what we're going to do. Like, we've used those half times, you know, 5 minutes as a team with just players to get better. And then Brett will come in and he'll show something on film and we get better. So it's